they hadn't completed that. They were working on it, but it was not complete. I'm not sure if it's complete today. But that's the small challenge. The big challenge is going to get companies to accept it and buy from them, with the whole requirement to have a complete support environment. They don't support SAP customers themselves. It's also, they're supported by SAP. So the infrastructure to make it work, the capability to make it work, the patience and the ability of having a client-focused, negotiating, selling and marketing and supporting organization requires a great deal of capital input and skill set that's not currently in the organization.
Right. And I think that's the crux of our next question is sort of how much of the customer buying decision right now for customers that are buying Vistex off the SAP price list is driven by the fact that it's so highly and deeply embedded within like the SAP ecosystem that if we were to kind of decouple that relationship, it would still sort of have the same ability to sell.
There's no reason why they couldn't, but the dynamics are different. If you're selling, if you just take an ERP organization or any company that makes some kind of product that they sell to an end user, and with all of the infrastructure that goes with that to make that work, that dynamic is completely different to one who sells an embedded solution, which is what they do now. Almost all of their clients for their go-to-market solution will be buying the product because it is part of the ERP, the SAP ecosystem. It's not just part of it; it's deeply embedded within it. So it works seamlessly inside SAP in a very impressive way. The next stage is a much harder one, but there's no reason why they couldn't do it because Vistex have got, if they can get the message right, the ability, the skill set to develop a piece of technology that will have all of that capability, but be ERP independent. So they've got the ability to do it. It's a new task. So it would be, you wouldn't do it with your existing organisation, and you would expect to be quite a long lag between starting activities and gaining significant momentum for it. If you remember, they're going to enter a market that already has established players. So if you go into Oracle has got some of this inside their own product already, and the whole ecosystem around Oracle is doing what it is now. And in terms of global ERP vendors, there aren't many more to talk about that of note. So you then go into the mid-market space where there really is no significant appetite for this type of software, where the budget is not there for it. So in their go-to-market space, they could do it. There's no reason why they couldn't do it, but it's a big leap. It's a big jump. It's not what they do today. And it's not what they're seen as today. Today they are part of that ecosystem of SAP, and their organization supports SAP in what they're doing. That's being seen as a completely independent organization with a solution that clients need to solve specific problems, independently of whatever ERP they have, is a big leap.
Yeah. No, that's helpful context. Well, I think moving on to stepping back from Vistex and more onto the sort of broader landscape and utilizing some of your experiences with other PR vendors, it'd be really great for you to kind of go through, Vistex and then some of the, maybe it is Zift and the other vendors you've had some experiences with or have heard about on the market on sort of what they do
the companies
well,
I've had experience with,
well.
the ones I can talk about from knowing and having evaluated myself properly would be some of the components that make up Zift, the E2Open environment, obviously Vistex, Perks, corporate rewards, ICLP. So let's take them one by one. The Zift is an aggregation of Relayware and Channeltivity, Market Advocates, Elastic Grid. So they bought lots of companies. Probably they will end up with a very good solution. They don't have one yet. So what they have is old.